Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the third episode of Jahy-sama no Kujikenai. And last episode was amazing. In fact, I think that is the best word to describe it, because we met a new character. Druge, I think her name was, right? She was kind of like a peasant servant kind of character in the demon world, and now the tables have turned, you could say. She's like this big, wealthy, hotshot, nice, fancy apartments that's like towers over Jahy's little not so great apartment that she doesn't even really pay rent for, or at least does her best not to. So yeah, that's where we're currently at. So just a lot of amazingness kind of stemmed from that, but mostly because the voice actresses, I know I've kind of beaten that fact to death, but that added so much to it for me. So this episode, I'm not quite sure if we're going to meet a new character. I know we still haven't really done anything with our magical girl character, the one that caused everything. So you gotta believe she shows up at some point, and probably Jahy is mad at her. Like, I can just imagine her showing up and Jahy just running on over to her with her little legs and just starts yelling at her. That'd be great. So yeah, let's see what we get with this episode. That's what we're here for. So 3, 2, 1, play. That is her. She was, wasn't she? I mean, she still is, but... No arguments here? Random snake dude? I'm not sure you want him to answer that. I feel like we have some bias against snakes here. So is she just like gonna kill this poor guy? Damn. Well, remind me never to make old Jahy angry. And now, current Jahy, I'm not so afraid of making angry. Poor snake dude, though. I'm not sure he deserved that. Like he's showing off this big old stack of those magic gems. I think that blue-haired girl is the only one left that's like on the character list, on MyAnimeLIst, that we haven't met yet. So that could be fun too. Still don't like the condescending look that kid gives me. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Our magical girl interacting with little Jahy. I piggyback that lost its change and just kind of stares at it in sadness. I wonder if that's kind of like a metaphor for Jahy's situation. That outfit is still literal perfection, by the way, in case you forgot. I mean, so is current Jahy's outfit, just in a different way. But anyway, we're back into it. Restoration plan number 3, the great Jahy can't brag. Staring at attention. Like, I bet you wish you had a big gem like me. I don't think this is going to happen, Jahy. There's Chan, no Sama. That's a thing of the past. I really don't think that's true. You can't say goodbye to that form. It's so iconic for the show. Can't ask for that. Bum, bum, bum. So they gotta be setting up for there to be a bit more of a drop, right? Like, because Jahy can't feel too on top of the world for too long. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of waiting for something bad to happen. Probably related to the crystal she has. So you can pay the rent that you don't want to pay. Yes, this is truly the results that come from a magic crystal. That was cute. I kind of feel like Tensho's like doing this on purpose, trying to manipulate her, because this is how you do it. Gotta get myself a magic crystal. I also need to get myself a Jahy. Just gonna suck the magic all dry, just cleaning up this place. But you were so helpful. Well, that'd be cool having a second employee, somebody with Jahy to hang out with as a coworker. Maybe magical girl. She falling asleep. So much for that not being a thing anymore. Wow, she really did suck it dry. Oh. Technically, she didn't make you. She asked you to, and you happily did it. Exactly. There's no real complaints here. Let's give her a piggyback ride home. Well, then don't look like one. Can't be that magnificent, didn't last that long. Aitsu? Right, of course, it's her. I'm glad we didn't say goodbye to you for too long. Yeah, that's what it is. You can beat somebody to death with that thing. You could say that, it would be a lie, though. Yeah. You wanna stroke it? You would think. Yeah, I think we like climb the tree or something for it. I wonder how the scene's gonna end. Number one, wow. Yeah, she's stroking her ego quite nicely. That's what we keep her around for. Oh, you know, I battled a dragon in a cave somewhere, and epic battle, I beheaded it, got it in a pile of gems. It was great. So we're gonna lie. Story time. The what? Sea of trees, you mean a forest? Just kind of like stumbled over the whatever it was. Yeah, that's what happened. She's lucky to be alive. Ow. Yeah, I mean, I was there, I know. But... you bet. I'm not sure that's true. You really don't, though. We looted that corpse. It is great. There was 9 birds. They were all 10 feet tall. One breathed fire. You're sweating a little bit there, Jahy. I don't know if we could handle that many Jahys. You think? Just watch the anime. So this has a biter in the butt somehow, right? A huge amount. I think she didn't believe anything you said. Right. Yeah, any day now. I guess that's a little bit hard to say. Yeah, just if you only knew. Gotta do your best to get on her level. She's gonna have a lot. Wow, that was even more than I expected. But yeah, I think we kind of see that in the ED, if I remember correctly. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's just how well she's doing. But I got a big one here. Just wipe your tears with it. I'm starting to understand the title now, you know. Jahy can't brag. Because you can't really brag when the only person that would even understand what you're talking about is doing way better than you. um... You know, just random exploring on a whim. Don't worry about it. I don't work here or anything. Why would you even say that? I mean, you can hold 4 cups. That's something to brag about, maybe. Yeah, I don't want to get dirty. You know, Human World's so dirty and stuff. Is she gonna pretend to be Tensho? She just doesn't know when to stop. Right, naturally. Sasuke Jahy-sama. Yeah, you just diarrhea at the mouth this girl has. It's our version of the Devil's a part-timer. Yeah, I would be more than happy to give you a part-time job at my establishment. Smooth. Well, that was poor timing. Hello, my part-timer. How are you doing? And really hard to keep the narrative going with her around. Yeah, such a disrespect to our Lord and Savior. Who does this girl think she is? Yeah, that's a such disrespect can be forgiven. Still can't get over that butt though. It's just damn. No, you're not. You are an employee. She is Tencho. A little bit late to worry about that now. Lying has been the theme of the episode. I don't think she likes being left out. And that look on her face is actually pretty scary. Yeah, that was another lie. Just roll with it. Definitely not the kind of place she usually goes to. I know it may have sounded like that, but I just human customs and all that. Don't worry about it. Being served by the great Jahy-sama, she is not worthy. Well, I mean, you want to blame it yourself for your current situation. I mean, it's probably not gonna... Okay, maybe she does like it. I thought maybe she might have too much of a high-level palate, but... But I guess just because Jahy brought it to her, that probably makes a difference. You can't afford that. Ooh, wow. I mean, yeah, some of the stuff does look pretty good, even if it's a lowbrow establishment. Her butt's actually sticking out from the thing. Anyway. That had to been intentional. That was just hilarious angle. It was our pleasure to serve you. She'll be a regular customer starting now. Bye, Hanakana. Is she gonna get yelled at? Oh, well. Yeah, you did say you would treat. So... So how many regrets do you have based on today, Jahy? You wanted to brag. At what cost? Where'd she put it all? Well, I guess that answered that question. But she was happy. I mean, that's the important thing. So we did not get a new character, but I am okay with that because we got more of the characters I love, so can't really complain. I'm still almost suspicious of that Druge. I know it's more than she's letting on about Jahy. I still want to believe it's just she's just messing with her because that would make it so much funnier. Just watching her squirm. Because then she'd kind of be like in a similar position as us, as the audience, right? Happy days. And why is she buying a bunch of cats? I wonder if that will be explained later. Edie's still amazing, by the way. It reminds me of some other EDA. I'm not sure which one. Maybe Urora Mirocho kind of reminds me of that one, but I think a couple other ones too. See, I've not met her either. Yeah, that's a big pile of gems that I think were the same ones like in the truck in the episode. Such well animated sadness there. And not so well animated run away. And yeah, there's definitely enough time left where that couldn't be the end. Okay. Did we just have a genre shift in a sci-fi? What's that one show called? Modets, Pirates, something like that. Yeah, I think we've gone into that territory now. Damn, another good outfit. Yeah, seriously, that's a great outfit. I still like her original second in command outfit better, but that's definitely up there. So who's attacking us? Oh, land. Naturally, who else would be our enemy? That makes sense. My battleship. Actually, she looked pretty cool too. Got like a skull pin keeping the cape together. Got the classic eye patch. Ignored. Dark Realm style. I think she's getting angry. Let's break out the big old space weapons. Oh god, wow, that's gonna do some damage if it hits. Hopefully it doesn't. I mean, I got pretty close. Kuyashi. I mean, that's understandable. Would it be worth destroying your own battleship to try to get rents? I mean, kind of feels like missing the forest for the trees or whatever. You never want to hear that. You never want to hear your warp drives offline, especially in the midst of a battle. Oh god, another one. But we got one too. Sorry. More power! Just... Good thing we're in space where there's limited collateral damage. Is that gonna be Tencho? Oh wow, that is huge. Oh wow. Space police. Oh no. Oh no. Please arrest me, ma'am. I've been very bad. Come on, I'm just getting good. You can't just do that to me. Sarva never slips up. Sarva, is that a character's name? I don't think they're on the list of characters we have. Oh no, Solwa, okay. They just spelled it weird. Okay, yeah. Because it's spelled Solwa on the MyAnimeLIst character list, but there it was spelled Saruva, so it kind of threw me off a little bit, but yeah, it's gotta be the same character. It's too similar to not be. Anyway, that was the third episode of Jahy-sama no Kujikenai. I am not gonna remember that title. Okay, so where do we begin with this episode? Where do we begin? I mean, first of all, I loved it. I love the episode. I love the show. I love all the characters in the show. Because you know how some shows have like maybe one or two characters that you don't really care for too much. Whenever they're on screen, you kind of roll your eyes and think to yourself, okay, well, I guess they got to be on screen sometimes. But no, pretty much every character in the show is great in their own way. So yeah, first thing we had was Jahy kind of like on in a good mood, you could say, because last episode she climbed the tree, went into the nest, you know, helping a baby bird or something, and she found a big old magic crystal. Like, it's one of the most positive things that's happened to her for a while, so understandably she got pretty excited, you know, because it probably has a decent amount of power in it. So she's like, haha, I'm all big again, I'll be big forever. That little Jahy, you know, He-chan, whatever you want to call it, it's a thing of the past, you know, the beautiful, gorgeous second in command of Demon World, Jahy-sama. That's me, and that's the me to stay. You know, feel free to bow before my greatness. It's kind of the mode she was in. She even had a bit of a imagination sequence about how differently Tensho is gonna treat her. You know, no more He-chan. It's just Jahy-sama going forward. But not the case. Not the case. I mean, for one thing, the power in this special magical demonic gem, it was used to clean up the place. Yeah, so much for restoring her world back to its former glory using it. Gonna have to get some more crystals because that one I think is kind of spent, but. Although I don't even know really how these crystals work. Does it like recover power over time, or is it just like a dead battery once you've used it all? I'm actually not quite sure, but either way, she needs to get more gems. Very important. So, and then what was the next thing we had? We got to bring back Druge. I think I'm out of water actually. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, we went to a restaurant with Druge. I think we like kind of changed sides from the previous time we went to a restaurant together. But yeah, this is when the title of the episode like really came into play, because Jahy just sitting here, you know, can barely even see over the table because she's freaking tiny. So she's got this big rock, and she's doing that thing that people will sometimes do when they have something they want to show off. They'll just like overly mess with it, trying to beckon you to ask about it so they can initiate the bragging. Yeah, I'm sure you've all probably been in situations like that. So, and obviously, if we're looking for somebody to do that with, Druge is like the only real option. I mean, she kind of tried that with Tensho, but it didn't quite work out. But Druge, unlike Tensho, is already a big fan of Jahy, you know, recognizes her as being her lord and savior, a high figure in the demon society. I mean, which is not really a thing anymore, but still, she kind of sees her that way still even now. So she, as Jahy is sitting here just lying, bold-faced lying, just stacking the lies on top of each other till we have the Eiffel Tower of lying. So what exactly did it end up being by the end? Just like, I fought multiple giant birds. The corpses were horribly mangled by the time I was done. I got this rock, but it's not even the biggest one. It's just like a small piece of this big old boulder I have back home. Like, whatever that lie ended up being, it was just so ridiculous. But I did like the escalation of it, the smug looks we get on Jahy's face, you know, coupled with some sweating and in her eyes and stuff, just as the flow of the conversation goes. I always like when Druge says things like, don't worry, I understand perfectly, because she doesn't understand at all. Not one bit. But man, she was getting pretty excited at certain points, like, you know, for example, this point, you know, just kind of just arms underneath, just supporting those massive things, right? So that's just, I enjoy seeing her get excited, is all I'm trying to say. And that was good and all, you know, until, yeah, we found out that she's the one with the real collection of crystals. But then things took a bit of a turn when she kind of showed up at our place, or at our place of work, because, you know, Jahy, just being a waitress at some schmabby wabby restaurant, it's a lowbrow establishment, that kind of contradicts the narrative that she's doing really well in this world, because obviously, I mean, Druj wouldn't be working as a part-time waitress at such a place. So she did her best to try to make it seem like, no, she doesn't work here. She's not like some waitress. She owns a place, you know? In fact, this is just like one of the places she owns. And not even because, you know, it just because it's a convenient location to get more crystals. Like, just, it's almost hard to keep track of all the lies that she told in this episode. Tensher even told her that lying's not good, but she was nice enough to kind of go along with it. You know, if she didn't, I mean, who knows what would have happened. She looks like she's about to murder her any second, honestly. But hey, we have a chance to have Druj come over and have food here, so that was pretty nice. Especially because she actually seemed to enjoy the food. I mean, she may have been lying to not hurt Jahy's feelings. You never know, really. Like, I'm still questioning what's going on in that head of hers. How much of what she says is an act, if any of it, right? Things like that I'm still kind of wondering about, but it went fine for the most part, if you know, except for the bill. The bill is not so great. But yeah, where's that one shot I wanted to show? Which is probably the reason why I still have the footage over there. I definitely want to show it. I know it was in this scene, so hopefully I can find it. Yeah, I think it was not too long after this. I'm probably just not going to find it, am I? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Yeah, just look at that. Like, it's a very specific angle, right? Like, it's kind of like a hiding behind the corner peeking sort of thing. But out of all the shots, it made it clear what a big butt she has. I think this is the most blatant. Like, it just sticks out, right? Like, usually if you didn't have a massive butt, you wouldn't be able to see it at all because of the position she's in. It would just be behind the case. But because it is what it is, you could just see it from a mile away. That had to have been intentional. It's such a very specific angle that I have to believe that was intentional. But yeah, I wanted to show that, which is why I still had it on the picture-in-picture thing over there. But yeah, she had to pay the bill. That bit of a downer, I would say. But then we had this random, you know, pirate sequence. Where did this even come from? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what we had here, but it was great. I mean, another great Jahy outfit. I'm never gonna say no to another great Jahy outfit. Like, it's got those shorts. It matches her style. Like, it's very in line with her original second in command Demon World outfit that she wears. Right? Same kind of vibe, you could say. So, just having Druj as the helmsman, just what more could you ask for? I'm sure she feels extremely safe with her at the helm. we have our landlord as like an enemy space pirate attacking us. She's got an eye patch. She's got it all. I think she has like a headband. But yeah, like I said, destroying the ship that's like supposedly hers to try to get the rent for it, that's really ill-advised. Because I'm pretty sure a spaceship costs a lot of money. So, I mean, maybe she could make Jahy pay for it. I don't know, but I mean, you would never get the money regardless because she couldn't afford it. But either way, yeah, destroying it, not a good idea. I would say it was a terrible idea. But we had a big old energy beam battle war like you might see in Dragon Ball Z. And then the police show up. That ship had to have been at least 100 times bigger than the other two ships. Although what's more curious than that is the fact that we see, like it's like we see, you know, Tensho like through a glass area, and if that is her, then she, like, it can't be the scale because she looks bigger than the ships as well. So I don't know, maybe that's just like a picture or a projection or something. But yeah, it was a huge ship regardless. Space police show up. She's ready to lay down the law, and then we get the to be continued. Yeah, that was that was episode 3 of Jahy-sama no Kuda Kakagugu Gagagigi. And the show continues to be amazing. Like, I don't know what more I can really say about it that I haven't said already. Right. Just, we got more wonderful Druge Jahy interactions. We got more fun Tencho Jahy interactions. We didn't really get any landlady interactions, which I guess is probably the biggest complaint I could leverage on the episode. But like, since we had that top tier piggyback Onbu moment at the end of last episode, I think that's okay to not have landlady stuff in this episode, especially because technically we did sort of have her. I mean, it wasn't like part of the regular episode narrative, but she did show up as a space pirate, so I guess you could consider that being part of it as well. So, no, not too much to complain about this episode, really, at all. Just more wonderfulness that I've come to expect from this wonderful show. And now that it's over, the wait begins until episode 4. I don't want to wait for episode 4. Why do I have to wait for episode 4? Can I just read the source material? I mean, I probably shouldn't do that, but so yeah, hurry up and bring me the episode 4. That's really all I ask. That's not asking for too much, is it? But yeah, as soon as Jahy said that she was never going to be in that small form of, again, you knew that was a lie. Little Jahy with that big old shirt that like probably barely covers Ponsu. That is just the iconic character of the show. So it was never going to be gone. Let's be honest. I don't think a single person was convinced by that. So I love the show. I look forward to more of it. If you enjoyed this reaction, I do hope you click that like button, maybe support me on Patreon, leave a comment, watch more reactions when they do come. But for now, bye-bye.